Snuggle Up Storytime.
Hello everyone, this is Snuggle Up Storytime. Today we're going to be reading The BumbleBear by Nadia Sheeran. I've got my teddy, hopefully you've got yours. The BumbleBear. Once there was a bear called Norman who loved honey. He really loved it, and he was always sad when it ran out. But getting a hold of more honey was always a bit tricky. If only I could be a bee, he sighed. I could have as much honey as I liked. And then Norman had a quite amazing and brilliant idea. It was an ordinary morning at bee school. "Hello, bees," said the queen, who was in charge. "We have a new bee at bee school today." "Ooh," said the little bees. "Everyone say hello to Norman." "Hello," said Norman. "Ooh," said the little bees. "Aren't you a bit big?" asked Amelia, who was rather clever little bee. I'm a special bee," said Norman. "I come from a land far away called Giant Bee Land." Said Amelia. But then it was time for lessons to start. Bee School, Daily Planner, name Norman. They began the day with some painting. Then Norman joined in with buzzing practice. Buzz, 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 buzz. Before everyone settled down for a nap. Zzz, zzz. The bees showed him all sorts of games during playtime, and Norman was brilliant at wiggly dancing. And then it was time to go home. The bee school is amazing, thought Norman. He couldn't wait to come back the next day. The next morning was even better. Norman was very good at finding smelly flowers. The bees really liked him. He was so funny and friendly, and he always tried his best, even during flying lessons. After lunch, the bees learned how to chase away anyone who came after their honey, like spiders, mice, toads, or bears. Amelia still felt there was something a bit odd about Norman. She tried to work out what it was. Gasp! Bears steal honey, smell bad, roar a lot. Amelia told the other bees what she had found out, but they didn't believe her. "Of course Norman is a bee," they said. "Just look at him. He's not a bee." "And I shall prove it," said Amelia. He took Norman to the bees' secret honey store. Well, when he saw all that honey, Norman just couldn't help himself. Honey, 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 honey! After all, he really loved honey. "See, Norman isn't a bee, he's a bear," said Amelia. "What the jiggins?" gasped all the little bees. Said Norman. He was asked to leave the bee school at once. With Norman gone, things were very quiet at bee school. Norman was such a funny bee, sighed the bees. Norman was such a busy bee, sighed Amelia. Norman was a naughty bear, said the Queen, and bee school is no place for bears. But later that night, the bees heard a loud crash and a biblical roar. Oh no, they said, it's a bear! And this bear was big and nasty and trampled all over the bee school. It grabbed a hive and started to shake it. The bees tumbled out in a panic. They tried to chase the bear away, but it was just too big and too bad. But then... a fearsome, buzzing beast burst out through the trees. Buzz! Eek! Squealed the bear. It's a giant bee! And it ran away as fast as it could. The bees were saved and Norman was a hero. They gave him a big pot of honey and the Queen presented him with a special award. You definitely aren't a bee, said the Queen, but you are no ordinary bear. You are, I think, a BumbleBear. The BumbleBears were definitely allowed to go back to bee school. The end. Hopefully you and your teddy loved that story. I surely did. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. That's it from Snuggle Up Storytime. Bye! Oh wait, let's try and get to 50 subscribers.